before you decide to continue watching this video till the end, I am going to tell you real quick that there are no fancy edits on this video and there are no BS. So if you come in here or clicked on this video because you want to see some fancy Lamborghinis, Ferraris and what have you, I'm sorry to disappoint you. None of those are here. Here I share raw knowledge. So if you've come for the knowledge, you can stick around till the end of the video. But if you're not, might as well click off, please. And let only those who are here for the knowledge, who want to make real money, watch till the end. And if you're still here, then welcome to the first part of the video I do daily, where I analyze the CFDs, indices and a few of the cryptos. And today, because it's the 21st day of November 2024, so let's go. This is US oil, by the way, but we'll come back to that later. Let's go. This is gold. If you are a returning subscriber, then you must have watched my video since last week, where I told you that gold, I'm expecting this from gold. And there are a whole lot of things that this move can represent. Here is the thing. And if you recall, you can understand that this line has been here since last week. You can go back and watch my analysis. It has been here since last week, and on Monday or yesterday I said I will only buy gold the more if I see a correction. It made a correction, it made the buy, it broke the top, and we could even be making another correction to go back up some more. Anyways, this move can either be a complement of this, or if you can remember vividly, this can also be a complete correction on its own, and we're just having another correction here. So here is how you're going to trade gold, or how I am going to trade gold next. You see, this move, I am not really interested in buying gold again, because this might not go far. But I'm interested in seeing impulse in the opposite direction, seeing a correction, and I'll sell it. Because if you can remember vividly, I said that this might just be the first move into a correction that will happen here. Remember, might, probability. And if this is going to be a move that's coming to break this stop again, then I would want to see a bigger correction before I can continue buying. If you can remember, I mentioned this yesterday. You may want to go back and watch the video or not. Anyways, for now, I am not buying gold again, staying off it until I see proper confirmation that it is continuing upwards or it is coming down. Without those, I'm staying off. For now, silver has quite made this correction, which is incomplete, of course, because I see this as an impulse, I see this as a correction, and we might get an impulse again here to complete this, and I might be buying silver to break this top, first to break this top. So I might be buying it to break this top. Now I am waiting to see if this happens. Remember, this can also be a start of this move. And if you've been following me, I told you this move coming up might just be a complement of this. Might, or whatever happened here is a correction on its own, and whatever is happening here will be a correction of its own. Which one it is, we don't know yet, but we are yet to find out, and about to find out, as long as we keep up with the charts. That is it for silver. So I'm waiting for this move to complete whatever it's doing here, then I'll consider if I want this or not. And if you ask me between silver and gold, which one I would prefer, I would want to really wait for silver to finish whatever it's doing here. No, but because this is a confirmation that the move we are getting might just be equal to that length. Anyways, going back to gold, I don't really see this going that far. It might go that far, it might also not go that far, but I'm not really seeing it going that far. If it wants to go, I need a confirmation that it is going. US oil. And if you've been following me, remember I told you that we might just be in this eventually. Told you, right? And yesterday I told you to allow whatever is happening here to finish, and I told you most likely that we are going to get a flat here to go back up. Now it didn't happen exactly the way I drew it yesterday, because yesterday we were somewhere either on this move or this, and I said this might come down, go back up, come down, give you this and go up. All right, but then it didn't happen like that. But the bottom line is that we got the flat here, and this you see here is going up. It's either going here, come down again, do this, but it is going up, and I am going to buy it. Now I am not making trade calls for you. You can decide if you want this or not. I am not your financial advisor. I only came here to educate you. Now let's go down to UK oil, which probably will be the same thing here. So you see that correction, right? That's your proof that this is going back up. That is your proof. All right, so now I'm going to eliminate this. I'll put it here for the time being. Put this one here for the time being, because this can also be the correction and I just overlooked it. It's perfect, right? But why I didn't put it like that is because this move was a bit corrective, like it's a part of the B wave in the middle, where I have an A, a B and a C, and but anyways, I'm leaving it there for the time being and concentrating on what is happening here. Now if this move is what we are getting here, then we just might get this move happen here. We might get this come down, optional though. We might get this. Why this is optional is because this might just be all a standalone correction, and we just get this and come down. So have that as the options you might see. But for the immediate trade, of course, it is this. And I just hope this becomes a standalone correction, because it has the qualities. And then we'll have an impulse, we'll have a correction, we'll have an impulse, we'll have a correction, we'll have an impulse. Complete this, gives you an impulse in the opposite direction. You wait for the correction to happen, and then you're in the trade. Again, make further research and informed decision before you consider anything I say here, because everything I say here are strictly for educational purpose, and they are just the way I trade the market. Now moving on, let's go to US 30. Well, we still have this move happening, and this could end up being a correction for further down move. See this right here? It could end up being a correction for further down move. It can also end up being this move. So it has broken the top, which is here, broken out of here, this top. Let me expand so you see. It has broken this top and forming a correction here. This looks very tempting, like it will go up some more, but then be careful because it could end up becoming a correction to continue going down. Okay, so be very careful. And if you want to buy US 30, you might just allow it to come out of this trend line, come out of this, gives you a correction before you buy. Other than that, again, this can be a correction that will come down some more. So if it's a correction that will come down some more, I would love to have my entry order somewhere here, somewhere here. So if it's coming down, it's taking me into the trade because this is already a perfect correction as it stands. Okay, so if it's coming down, let it take me into the trade. Again, this might not go far before we start seeing the upside. Remember, NAS 100 still in this move correction, sorry, still in this correction, and this is the low. Quite right, we are getting this is the correction I am talking about, this one right here. This is the correction I am talking about, this one right here. So we have this impulse, and we're getting this cluster here. This could finish what it's doing and end up becoming a flag or a flat for more downside. So keep your eyes on this one. Now, how do you determine if this is going to be a flag or a flat? It has given us this, which is sharp, this also relatively sharp. This is where we're having the cluster. So now this could be a part of this, complete itself, and then we go back for this before we start seeing the down. So keep your eyes on this. Another option is that it breaks out of this, makes another correction. You can consider buying it. But for here, where it is right now, there is no trade. S&P 500, almost the same thing as NAS 100. So at least now you know what to look out for, right? If it's going up, let it break out of that top, let it break this top, this one, and I would even want it to break out of this line, forms a correction again, and I'll consider buying it. Other than that, this is going to find its way to make a correction here, come down some more. Okay, you might end up seeing this coming down, going there, I see coming down. So keep your eyes closely on this one. German 30 successfully formed a correction here, and as you can see, it has made an impulse. It's making a correction, and this, I am waiting for this to finish here. I am selling it to break this low, and it is coming for this move. Remember, we have a 1, we have a 2, we have a 3, we have a 4. Let's get this 5 and we'll go for that. Okay, again, make sure you do your due diligence and further research before you consider anything I say here. This is just for educational purpose, but it is the way I trade. UK 100. Still forming these clusters here, and this might end up becoming a correction here. It hasn't shown any clear sign yet. Still forming this cluster here since yesterday, so you might just want to stay away from this one till you see something that's clear enough. Till you see something that is clear enough. If it forms this correction, it will come for this. Then this becomes most likely maybe a standalone correction, or we still get something to complement it. But this is where it gets very technical and critical for you to have knowledge. If this does this, it becomes a buy, and I'll be looking forward to it coming for that move. Even though the correction here in the middle is not really that good enough for me to classify this as a flat, so I would really love it to come down to give me something classical if this is all part of one big correction. If not, whichever one it presents, we're in. Make sure you do your due diligence for that. Let's go to Bitcoin, where I told you to buy. Okay, so it hasn't come down for the move yet. Expect this to come any moment from now before it does this. And if you watched my video yesterday, I told you Bitcoin now could hit 100k because of this crawling to the top. So thought this was coming down to complete this already before this, but it keeps on doing this. So either it is forming an ending diagonal or ending channel, or it's going to make a running flat here, or even expanding flat before it goes up further. But then if you're buying Bitcoin, be very, very cautious. I made a video about that, dedicated it to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few other cryptos. If you're buying Bitcoin, be very, very cautious. In fact, I wouldn't even buy Bitcoin right now. I wouldn't even buy it again right now. Okay, I'm waiting for the correction I am expecting to happen, and then I'll buy, knowing fully whether I have something to back up my decision. Right? So, but if you're a short-term trader, day trader, this at some point will come back, and it may come back any moment from now before you see that. So keep your eyes on that one. And on the bigger picture, let's go to the 4-hour. You can see I'm expecting this move, just like I'm expecting in majority of the cryptos. Ethereum, and you can see on Ethereum I am expecting this move. So I strongly still believe that this is going to form a correction here. Complete this move before we start getting this. Alright, that is it for Ethereum. BNB, still forming the clusters. Okay, so we have this, we have this, and I have this. Do this, and then we get this coming down, and then remember we have this. Then we can consider if this is going to continue going down, or if it just come break the low and go back up. But that's a lot from now though. It won't happen. I don't think this move will finish today, so you can just keep your eyes on this one. And the last one I do on this first recording is Shiba Inu, right? Because I don't have all that time to do all of them. This one also could be coming for this move. Keep your eyes on this. If it does this, it might crawl just the way it is moving. It might just crawl its way down here before it starts to go. So just keep your eyes on this and don't jump into the trades. And that will be it for today. I hope you learned something, and if you miss any step, you can always go back to the video and watch again so you understand. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to attend to each and every one of them. Subscribe to the channel if you got value. Leave a like and share this video with your friends. I'll see you over the second recording. Tread carefully. Bye.